envy. All right, welcome into the Bogey Bro.
That was crazy.
Welcome into the Bogey Bro Banter. Before we start bantering as Bogey Bros,
Let's start moshing.
Hey,
Sorry.
before we start bantering as Bogey Bros, I want to take a moment to thank the sponsors of today's episode, Manscaped. Sweaty sack summer is approaching, and it's time for you to prioritize the comfort of your crotch. That's why the kings of crotch comfort, Manscaped, have spent 2 years designing the most comfortable boxer briefs out there. I've had the honor of testing these new boxers out. I can say it's the softest fabric of any underwear, so breathable, it's like gills for your groin. I mean, who hasn't dreamed of being a fish?
I have dreamed about it just last night. I was a tilapia.
That's it, though? Just last night?
Just last night.
I was a tilapia.
Nice.
Tuna can be really big. I saw a video on it.
All right, well, we can talk about that here in a second. It's they even trademarked the jewel pouch, so you know it's serious. It's time to invest in your family jewels. So let the bulge breathe and get 20% off plus free shipping by using the code BANTER20 over at manscaped.com. All right, let me paint you in a scenario here. Let's say you're on a date. Your partner catches that Manscaped on the waistband of your underwear. It's almost guaranteed to raise some eyebrows and act like a billboard on the highway to Pleasure Town. Didn't know where that one was going. This is thanks to the Lawnmower 4.0. What? This is thanks to their Lawnmower 4.0, the best electric trimmer for below-the-waist grooming. The trimmer offers skin-safe technology designed to trim hair on loose skin. The jewel pouch we talked about up there, a pouch designed to cradle your boys in their own special space, lined with perforated performance fabric to keep them well-ventilated. Basically, just imagine your balls sipping pina coladas, chilling on a hammock at some tropical beach.
I'm picturing it.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to be there? My balls do. The micro-modal fabric is buttery soft and breathable, keeping your cucumber cool. Walk, run, strut. These moisture-wicking boxers breathe without breaking a sweat. Tagless waistband hugs your body without digging in and lays flat on your skin to reduce chafing. And the front fly opening gives easy access and makes bathroom breaks quick and efficient, which is nice because, you know, sometimes you can struggle in there, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Get 20% off free shipping with the code BANTER20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code BANTER20 at manscaped.com. Once the Boxers 2.0 touch your sack, you'll never go back.
Oh, wow.
Heck yeah.
That was a wild one.
We got to remember to read through those before you just
That was
read
a
them on
wild
the
one.
air.
Nah, man, we just got to full send it. Yeah, people on Grip Locked always say something. I'm like, you guys don't even know. I censored that thing. Mm-hmm. The banter, we don't censor.
That one's uncensored.
We don't censor on the banter.
That one's uncensored.
Nothing.
It's like Guy Fieri on his way to Flavortown.
Anyways.
Is that uncensored?
I just dumped coffee all over myself. Dang it.
Come on, Hunter.
Now, I look like I take myself.
Have you ever had coffee before?
Man, it's embarrassing.
No, I haven't actually. Fish. We were talking about fish.
It's this new ceramic cup that he's using.
No, we're talking gills.
Well, I saw.
Fish. Tell
I
me
just
about
saw
the tuna.
a video.
Big tuna.
This is.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the tuna?
This story is very short.
Okay.
I saw a video and they were catching tuna, and the tunas were so big.
Do you know how much they sell those things for?
For some of them sell for millions of dollars.
Yeah, the tuna thing. It's a big deal.
Big market.
Little tuna fish? No, big tuna fish.
Have y'all seen Seaspiracy?
No, I haven't seen it,
I
but
need
I've
to see
heard
it.
from many people that I need to watch it.
Brad was telling me about it.
Yeah, that's right.
We were at lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. You weren't
Yeah.
there, man. Sorry. We were at lunch.
No,
meeting.
it's cool for sure.
And Brad was saying how we need to watch it. I want to watch it now.
I don't want to watch it because I want to keep on liking fish.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't need enough
Sometimes I
fish.
just avoid documentaries like that. Like there's that one called the about social media. It's like
The Circle.
No, it's like one of the most popular
Hype
Netflix documentaries, and it's about how we're all ruining our brains with our phones and social media and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I don't think that's news to anybody.
Yeah, but so I just avoided that.
That's the thing. I don't think anybody's going to watch that and be like, oh, really? I didn't realize that social media was bad for me. Like, I think everybody knows. They just do it anyway.
Social media is a weird one. I think there's a lot of benefits to social media as a society.
Yes.
There's also a lot of negatives.
It has a lot of
weird
power.
balance.
That's
it
the
just
problem.
has
Is
too
that
much
social media
power.
has a lot of power both ways.
Yeah.
Just like a lot of things.
Because, like, if you think about it, if it wasn't for Facebook and Instagram, there would be some friends that I genuinely like keeping up with that I would just have no idea what's going on.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Not that I need to know.
You guys heard about Be Real?
Nope.
No.
So it's this social media like app that's like it's a lot more intimate. So it's just for like you and your like close friends, and literally
Isn't that how like every app starts?
I don't know, but the way that this one works is it's supposed to make you go away from the staging everything to make it look like you have a perfect life. And instead, you and your close friends, once a day, you get a notification and you don't know what time it's going to be. You get a notification from this app that says, okay, it's time to like take a picture, and you have to raise your phone, take a I think it's a video, take a selfie video and take a front camera video of just whatever's in front of you at the time, like literally whatever you're doing, you just have to do it. And yeah, and then and then
in the shower,
and then you just send it. And if you don't do it within 2 minutes of getting the notification, you don't get to upload anything that day.
Dude,
so it's just so that you and your friends can like actually
need to download that app,
get that.
And I'm going to
We're all going to be here
every time within the 2 minutes. I'm going to run to the bathroom and just be like, "Dang, dude, it caught me pooping again."
That's what I'm saying. Is like 2 minutes is way too much time for me.
Yeah.
I can pose my life.
Well, I mean, that's
I'll
just go grab a frying pan and be like, cooking for the fam tonight again, you know, or like
I was hopping the board, doing laundry. Oh my word, hard work pays off, you know.
Yeah,
you
can be a liar in any scenario I put you in. It doesn't matter what it is.
Be fake, dude.
Yeah,
website.
Yeah. Why didn't they call it be fake? You know, that's what we should start.
Yeah,
you have 2 hours to fake the best scenario you could possibly do.
Yeah, that's basically my Instagram feed, anyways.
I still loved your idea of the using hashtag no filter on like the most filtered thing ever.
Listen,
I've told that to multiple people and no one found it funny, but it's hilarious.
The whole idea was I was going to create a burner Instagram account and just take pictures of the most random things and just filter the mess out of
For no reason,
and just hashtag no filter every time. That was it.
That's funny. That's funny.
Listen, I need to give everybody a lesson on golf etiquette. Because I went to the golf course yesterday. No big deal.
We get it. You golf.
I play golf. So yesterday, I went out to the local golf course, Poplar Forest. That course is the cheapest course in Lynchburg, but it's
very popular.
It is in
Popular Forest.
Yeah, it is in phenomenal shape right now. Like you would not know is it a cheap golf course because it is literally incredible. The fairways, the greens, the rough. It's cut super well. It's very good. I would compare it like back home to please. Back home, like what I played, it's like comparable to like a $40 round golf course.
Like at Augusta National?
Yeah. And I paid $15 to walk. I was going to walk 9 holes because it was nice out. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to walk. I don't need a cart. And it was very busy. But
it was a beautiful day.
It was a beautiful day, though. So I'm like, I don't mind it being a little slow. No big deal. So I go out there, and there's in front of me directly, there's a group of 4 walkers, then a single with a cart, and a twosome in a cart as well. I get to the first tee. The twosome in front of me even asked me, they're like, hey, do you want to play up with us? You know, if it'll speed things up for you. And I was like, you know what? It's a nice day. I really appreciate you asking. Like, I respect a group that would do that. But I'm like, no big deal. Like, I'll play behind you. Don't worry about me. Like, if I'm waiting behind you, I don't care. It's a nice day. So like, all right, sure. So we get out there. First 2 holes are a little slow.
You were in no rush. Your wife's not here.
Exactly. First 2 holes were a little slow. Little lesson in course design for pace of play's sake. You don't want a drivable par 4 followed by a par 4 with a blind landing area back to back to start your round because you basically have to wait till the group gets to the green to hit your tee shot every time. So but anyway, so the first 2 holes are a little slow, but then it kind of starts picking up. The groups are in front of me are pretty good golfers. So we're kind of chugging along. Like we play 3, 4, 5 and get to hole 5. And like, I'm like, this is a pretty good paced round. I'm very happy. So we get to hole 5 and I'm on the tee box and the twosome in front of me is hitting their shots onto the green. You know, I just kind of got into the tee box and all of a sudden, just like they spawned in out of nowhere, this 2 carts drive up with 2 people in each. So it's a foursome. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, this must have been a group that accidentally hit into this fairway and they're coming over to play their shots. Like, and I'm like, where did they hit from though? There's like a par 3 next to us. But I'm thinking like, where did these guys come from? And they're all kind of like being buddy-buddy with these guys, and they kind of all drive off sort of together, but then they go around like it's a blind par 4, so I don't really know where they went. I'm like, okay, whatever. Hit my tee shot, get up there. By the time I get to my shot, they're all off the green, but I notice they're all waiting on the par 3 together. I'm like, now where did these guys come from? They were not in these groupings anywhere. And sure enough, they all play the par 3 together. And I'm like, and I'm just kind of in disbelief at this point. I'm like, surely these guys are not about to play as a sixsome. Because if you know anything about golf, like anybody knows this is the most basic rule of golf course etiquette is you do not play in a group of more than 4 for the sake of pace of play. It is so basic. And they all play this par 3. It takes them forever, of course. They're on the green. They're all reading their putts. Because the other thing I thought was like, are they just playing a scramble or something? And is that why they think they can get away with this? They can't. No, they're all playing. They're all up there reading their putts. I'm sitting there for like 20 minutes on the tee box. Like, I'm like, At this point, I'm like in disbelief. That's the current stage I'm in, disbelief. But by the time I get to the next tee box and they're all there just watching, like just hitting drives, all 6 of them, now it's turning to anger. And I very defiantly like plop down on the side of the tee box and just kind of start staring at them. And I'm like thinking any minute, because here's the problem. What I could do is call the clubhouse and be like, hey, by the way, there's a 6-some playing out here. Got to get that taken care of. Send somebody out here. But there was only one lady running the clubhouse, and it looked like her first time ever running a golf course. So I was like, nothing is going to happen if I do that. So then I'm kind of thinking to myself, I'm about 5 seconds away from standing up and going like, hey guys, I don't want to be the golf police, but you idiots need to do something here. But I was like, you know what? That would kill my vibes because I would just get more mad. And I look to my left, and the 9th tee, it's a 9-hole course. The 9th tee is wide open. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to jump ahead, skip these last 2 holes. Nobody's on the 8th hole right now, and I'm just going to play the last hole and leave. And that's what I did. And I kept my vibes high and didn't get sucked into the hole of anger that I was about to.
Why didn't you just ask, hey guys, you mind if I play through? I'm just
because there's groups ahead of them. And here's the thing. I understand golf course etiquette, and when you are a single on a busy day, you have zero right to play through groups because you're going to be faster than everybody on the course.
Yeah, but then there are 6 of them.
Right, but if I had to play through them, I would run into another group and another group.
But you would have been waiting behind that group, and the 6 of them wouldn't have caught you.
Right, Hunter. I understand how golf works, but at the same time, like that wasn't that wasn't the point.
All right.
And if you see somebody,
yeah.
And if you see somebody sitting, I didn't get pissed off. That's the thing. I left the course and I had a great time.
Sounds pissed.
But if you see somebody sitting behind you, literally on the tee box, who's a single, and you're playing in a 6-some, you don't need to have them sit. You don't ask them to play through somebody. That's the other thing, Hunter. You don't say, "Can I play through?"
No, but you're not at an actual golf course. You're at Poplar.
I know, and that is
5 out of those 6 people have never played golf before.
But that's what made me the most mad. All of them were pretty good.
Yeah, but you're at Poplar.
I agree, but Hunter, remember, I didn't get mad. That's why when I left, I thought to myself, you know what? That was a $15 round of golf, so I'm just saying,
it wouldn't have been weird for you to be like, hey, you guys mind if I play through real quick?
Why you're just tearing down my entire story? You don't ask to play through groups. They tell you to. Like, that's how the rules, that's how golf etiquette works.
I've had people walk up and be like, hey, you mind if I play through real quick?
Well,
and every time I'm like, oh, absolutely, dude, go ahead.
It's bad etiquette.
Well, no, it's because you had already told them you didn't want to play through. So now there's 6 of them.
They didn't tell me to play through. They said, do I want to join up with them and play with them for that round?
Then you guys would have been
seven-some. What would you have done in that scenario?
I would have said, then if I was in the group, I'd have said, hey guys, what are we doing here? But.
Or would you say, can I go ahead and play ahead? If you're in the 7-some
If I'm
now.
in the 7-some, potentially. Potentially.
You never asked to play ahead though.
Let's play put Trevor.
You don't ask a group. The group, it is your responsibility to notice if somebody's waiting behind you to ask them to play.
He's a soccer
through.
player.
Let's play.
I don't know why I'm getting shot down. I'm just trying to tell a story. It turned into the roast session.
Let's play a game. Let's play put Trevor in a golf scenario. All right. Okay, you ready, Trevor? Here you go.
I don't like either of you two.
No.
Trevor,
I
was asking a simple question of like, if I'm in that scenario, I'm just being like, hey, guys, do you mind if I just play through?
We could have just played through. Like, why didn't you just play through? And then you said, well, it is popular. Like, you basically just said, you're dumb, you're dumb.
I said, why didn't you ask to play through? And then you said the right answer. It's not golf. But I was like, but you're not really at a good golf course. You're at Poplar.
Yeah, but
you say
it's so condescending. That's what gets me. Every time you look at me with that little smile.
Was I being condescending?
I can't.
No, Konner, I'm asking you a legitimate question. I wasn't trying to be.
Every time you
I don't know. I lost. And
I don't think you're trying it, but the face you make every time is like.
That's my face.
It's not though. You have a kind face, and you have a face of like I'm right, you're wrong.
Face.
Was that? Thank you, man. I wasn't trying to come across condescending. Did I come across as condescending?
I didn't necessarily.
This isn't
pick
important.
up on condensation.
This isn't important. Konner,
was I dripping?
I'll play your game, Konner.
All right. So you're on.
I just have a lot of pride in golf etiquette because I worked at golf courses for a long time.
Let me say, Trevor,
that's all I've got.
I'm impressed with you that you kept yourself out of a situation of being frustrated.
Because I was about to yell at people and I didn't, and I'm proud of myself for that.
That's good. That's good.
I would have made fun of you if you like were the golf police to them. Then I would have been condescending.
Literally what went through my head was like,
if you would have walked up and like, hey guys, you got to break this up. I need you in 2 threesomes. I'd be like, Trevor, who the heck do you think you are?
Well, I wouldn't have said it that way.
I know, but I'm just saying.
But yeah, no, I would have done that. Well, no, I wouldn't have done that on a $15 round of golf ever. Because if I was at a nice enough golf course that I could afford, there would have been somebody to do it for me. There would have been a ranger out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought to myself, one day, I'm going to be a member of a nice country club.
I'm very proud of you, Trevor, except for you could just play through, you freaking idiot. But just kidding. So you're on the 7th tee.
Yeah, I'm listening. I got a reminder on my phone.
You're on the 7th tee.
The reminder was to never mind.
Anyways.
You're on the 7th tee.
Yeah. You have not thought this through.
You tee off, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You hit your drive. Perfect.
Perfect. Right down
Perfect amount of draw.
the middle. Right down the middle.
Is that what would you want? Draw?
Sure. I love it.
It's perfect.
Okay.
Middle of the fairway.
Yep.
You got a great spot. You're walking up.
Yeah.
And there is a alligator.
Dude, how did I know you were about to say alligator?
And he is next to your ball.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But your grandfather gave you this golf ball. And it's signed by Arnold Palmer.
I'm going to.
And the alligator is very scary.
Well, it's an alligator.
I'm not going anywhere near that golf ball.
No, but the golf ball you
Don't
really
care.
wanted.
I don't care. I'm not going anywhere near it. I'm not trying to die.
It's just a ball.
Oh, we should tell them about how we almost died yesterday.
Yeah,
for it.
we did almost die
I
yesterday.
didn't. I wasn't a part of it.
Well, you almost died for a different reason. I'm just kidding.
I was like, what happened yesterday?
So we were recording a video yesterday, and on one of the holes, you have to throw down, and the basket is near this big marshy.
It's called the hot tub.
It's called the hot tub, but it's basically just like
It's really just the
it's
cold-
it's not like gross water. It's like running water, but it's like in the woods. It's like this little.
It used to be more
hole.
clear.
Yeah,
You
very
should see through the
very
bottom.
pretty little area. Well, we threw a bunch of shots because we were trying to get like a video for TikTok. And
It's just a fun one to throw.
yeah, it was very fun.
Very
And-
cool hole. One of my favorites. Dream 18. Sure.
So there's like however almost like 10 discs down there. Not really.
Yeah, we chucked a bunch.
But there's a bunch of discs down there, and they're all scattered. Like, so you have like the little water hole right here, and then you have this giant hill, grassy hill right here, and then down here the water hole turns into like a stream, and it's like going down like a little creek. And we see a bunch of discs in that creek, and so I'm just jumping all across the creek, picking up discs, and me and Trevor are just talking about how much we like creeks and how much fun it is and everything. And then all of a sudden, I step. And I feel something slither out from under my foot, and I see a water moccasin just swim right from under my feet. And it made me scared because I could have died.
Could have died.
I sacrificed a disc because by the time I got down there, everyone told me and
There was two just stared up at you,
pointing
man.
out the water moccasins, and my disc was farther down the creek. And I was like, if there's two here that I can see, there's more I can't see.
It's like I'm not scared of snakes, and I probably am not as cautious about snakes as I should be.
I'm not scared of snakes. I'm scared of poison.
Yes. Yeah. Whenever I was a kid, we would literally be like, we would be out in our yard, and my mom would be like, "There's a snake over there," and we would all pick it up, and like we would play with it, and then like I would pick snakes up as a kid all the time because I was stupid apparently. But whenever you're like, I'm just not cautious about it, so I'm just jumping all around creeks and stuff like that. And then it only takes one time for you to be like close enough to a snake to where it could have bitten you, and it was a water moccasin, so they're very poisonous.
Yeah.
And so
there was
now,
a baby too. Like that would have really sucked.
Yeah. So after that, I was like, I don't know what else discs are down here, but I will not go get them because I'm terrified. And that was it. That
So
was
here's
the
some
end of that story.
effects of a water moccasin bites. They're also known as cottonmouth snakes. Live
Yes.
in the United States areas from Virginia to Kentucky. Venomous reptiles who go after a wide assortment of prey, including humans. I'm just kidding. Including fish, tiny mammals, frogs, turtles, blah, blah, blah.
Makes sense they're in there. They're not frogs.
You know.
They usually don't bite unless they feel directly bothered. Maybe if like you step on them.
They're feeling pretty bothered. Hot and bothered.
He was pretty docile.
If an
He wasn't-
individual walks right over a water moccasin's body, he might be in for an unpleasant bite.
Yeah,
That
it sounds like
sucked, dude.
I
Oh
was
my
very
gosh,
fortunate.
That would have sucked.
While bites from water moccasins aren't overly common, they can be extremely dangerous when they occur, sometimes even killing victims. Water moccasins are pit vipers, just like rattlesnakes.
dude.
Pit vipers?
vipers.
You should-
Konner loves
you should
pit
just throw them on
vipers.
your face then.
Yeah, man.
What the heck are you doing? You could have worn them off the course. They're just pit vipers.
Greg Barker.
all right,
just
symptoms
burst
of a
through the
bite.
door.
When a water moccasin bites someone, the victim usually notices
They call it the 10-stepper.
instant pain.
He's got 10 steps and you're dead.
The bite differs from the bite of a coral snake. Coral snakes' bites often start without pain. Apart from pain, victims of water moccasin bite often immediately experience symptoms such as bleeding, feebleness, trouble breathing normally, swelling, exhaustion, numbness, throwing up, nausea, reduced blood pressure, skin discoloration, and increased thirst.
Sick. We were pretty far from a hospital.
Seek urgent medical care if any snake bites you or anyone near you. If a water moccasin bites one of your pets, get veterinary things.
Get a veterinary
That would have
thing.
been so scary.
That would have been so scary.
It doesn't say like you just have like anti-venom and you're fine, or it doesn't say anything
I don't
of
think
like treatment.
cottonmouths are known as like deadly snakes, but like they'll freak you up and they're very venomous.
It sounds like they don't bite very often, which is interesting. It makes me feel better about like, because I like going like swimming in like mountain water, like springs and stuff like that is a lot of fun.
I will say the water
But there's a lot of
moccasins
cottonmouths
we
there.
saw were very small.
Yeah, well, the one that I stepped on
Like, look
was
how big
like,
that sucker is.
Yeah, no, they can definitely be a lot bigger than the ones.
this
that
one
we
was
saw.
like maybe 2 feet.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. The
I feel like that was one of the babies still. I think we didn't see the mom.
They might have, they might have built. Oh man, Mama was
Wow,
in there. If we would have
freaking
seen like a
scary.
full size one,
'Cause, I mean, this thing's huge.
yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah,
would
it's a
have been
big
we
boy.
would have been off the scene if we saw something like that. Like,
Yeah.
see you later.
Alligator.
It's on your golf
Alligator.
ball though.
That's-
If the
yeah.
moccasin was on your golf ball though,
Yeah, like,
signed by on
Sealed,
on-
delivered. I'm yours.
You know,
I'm addicted to the eye
What's that?
song I wrote.
have you been playing much Rock Band lately?
Well, we had
Bup.
How long do you give yourself before that Rock Band set gets put away and not touched for like a year and a half?
the issue is everyone that comes over likes it.
Okay, so it's a
it's-
hit.
Yeah,
Okay.
multi-platinum.
Aha.
We had Mother's Day, whenever Mother's Day was, 5 days ago, right? Last Sunday, 10 days ago now.
Yep.
We had Lizzie's mom and her grandparents over and her siblings. And all of her siblings, we were all just sitting there. And, you know, our house, we can't all fit at one table. So, like, Lizzie's mom, the grandparents, and then Lizzie and her twin are at the table. And then me, my brother, my two brother-in-laws, and my sister-in-law, Lizzie's other sister, are just in the living room hanging out. And so we were all just, like, talking. And then Kent, my brother-in-law, said something about Rock Band because he came over without me knowing one day. And him and Liz were hanging out. He's her brother. If you don't know the dynamic, that sounded weird. He's her brother. So they were hanging out while Katie, her sister, was baking my birthday cake. And Kent played Rock Band from like 11 in the morning until like right when I got home from work. So he played for like 4 hours straight.
He's loving it.
And this was that week. So then he said something about playing it. And I was like, well, I can get it out. Like I have the drums, 2 guitars, and the mic. Like all 4 of us could play. And so then they were like, yeah, do it. Next thing you know, this was like at 6:30. Next thing you know, it's 10 o'clock. And everyone's going home. And we're all just sitting there rocking out still. The grandma walked around the corner. I was like, all right, we're headed out. You're like, see you, Grandma.
Konner, have you been invited to play Rock Band yet? Mm-mm. Oh, that's so crazy. Neither have I.
Hey, how was Trevor's wedding?
Everybody loves it.
Oh, it's sick, man.
Yeah.
Pie to die for.
Yeah. Well, I must have been sick. I would have loved to have been there.
I wish that he didn't make each of his guests
You're on the wrong
gimbal the whole
podcast
time,
to pull
though.
that joke because I'll just go along with it.
I don't even care. I'm just saying, you're not in a, Konner could say something about not being invited somewhere. Sure. You're not in a position you can say I didn't invite you
I just
somewhere.
did.
I have the trump card.
Just did it.
You didn't invite me to your wedding.
That's okay. You weren't
It's
family.
easy for you to say in that seat.
You weren't family back then, man.
No, it's fine. Well, Konner was there, though.
Right, he was an employee of mine.
I don't know. I've never seen the video you speak
I'll
of.
show it to you.
I don't
Should we
think
watch
he-
it?
I don't
Should
think
we
he
do a
filmed.
live reaction?
I don't think. Here's the thing. I don't even think Konner knew how to use a camera back then.
He didn't. He was just hanging out.
I knew it. I knew it. So
I was vlogging.
see if you ever see the inside of my house.
Imagine if like I asked you to do a wedding video and you just did a vlog of yourself.
What's
and, like,
up, guys, at the wedding?
Yeah, and like you sent it to me.
They're kissing.
Yeah,
Look at him go.
it's just like
That would have been a very funny prank.
just like, do, like YouTube style. With
if you
it.
if you would have had someone like actually getting the shots while you were doing that and like all the important moments, you're like, first dance, baby, woo!
that is so.
And he like
funny.
sent that to him, and he's just like,
If I want like
oh
the,
my
if I
gosh.
want like,
What's
only-
good, everybody? Oh, she's walking down the aisle though.
If I want like shots of the wedding, I have to like keyframe and zoom into like me in the background. It's just like blurry.
We should make a YouTube video.
We just gotta
that's
wait
like,
till Silas
you
gets
asked
married.
Logan Paul to shoot your wedding.
We
And
just, we just gotta
I
wait till,
mean,
That's
a
actually
funny-
hilarious.
That's a Foundation Nation video.
we just gotta wait till Silas gets married, and then we can you can do that.
Dude, I can't wait.
Well, Silas do his outfit of the day.
Should we put Silas
Dude, I can't
on
wait
Tinder
until
without
Silas.
telling him?
I can't.
Yes.
No, that's
we did it
mean.
to one of my friends in high school.
I can't wait until Silas.
It was
I literally.
We put him on Christian Mingle, Farmers Only. What was the old person one?
Our Time.
Our Time.
I hate that I know that.
I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, it was like
There
50.
is one
It was
called
like 50
Our
people,
Time.
50 plus year old.
Yeah,
we put
there's
him
a
on.
few.
We didn't put him because at that time Tinder wasn't a thing yet. But there was like what was the big one back then?
Grinder.
No, it was like the online dating site.
I can't think of it, but I know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
That's the only one we didn't put him on. It was like the only. It was.
Oh, dang it.
How are we all forgetting?
eHarmony.
eHarmony.
Well, that was
eHarmony.
one of them. We didn't put him on that.
That was like the big one.
But there was another one that was like eHarmony.
Match.com.
Yes.
Okay, I was to say eHarmony. Why do I know
It was all
this?
of those.
There's so many commercials.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blame that. I'm gonna blame the dating
So we put
site.
him on all the obscure ones, and we just interacted with people until we got him a match.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
I literally thought about this the other day, like a few weeks ago, actually, when I was at a wedding. Not the past wedding I was at, the one before that. And me and Gabby were sitting there during the reception, and I said out loud to her, "I cannot wait until Silas gets married." And she said, "Why?" And I said, "Which accountability for all of us. We've all gonna be good enough friends with Silas right now to where whenever he gets married, he asks us all to be in his wedding. Okay."
I mean, I don't think how good of friends you are with someone has anything to do with you being able to be at their wedding. If I've learned anything, like, I got a 50-50 shot if my employees even invite me to their wedding. So, like, I have no plans of even being at Silas' wedding.
Oh. Anyway.
I feel like this is.
I was
like
just thinking about-
It's like the Drake and Josh thing.
So which one of us is going to Mexico?
You. I don't want to
Dang
get him. I'm not going to Mexico.
So it would be so funny because if we were all in Silas's wedding, you know, whenever they do the whole like introduce everybody to the reception and they all do a dance, we all just ditch whatever girl we're supposed to be walking down the aisle with, and the three of us walk in and do like a human pyramid or something. Just do something really funny.
Yeah.
Or we just don't show up.
No, we show up. We skydive.
We're his groomsmen, and we just don't show up.
I would never, dude. You're right there by his side.
I don't know how to act at weddings. Never been invited.
I like. I just love Silas so much. I love him so
I'm
much.
gonna start crying.
I'm so proud of him already.
I think the meanest prank any of us could do would be to set a Tinder profile up for the other person, screenshot it, and send it to our wife.
No, I think
that's not a prank.
That is a prank.
that's
That
just-
is
I
a
would say
prank.
like the meanest prank would be like if I just like blew you up
Well,
in
okay.
your whole house.
Outside of killing each other,
like the meanest prank.
He's like, I burned down
outside
your
of
whole
killing each
house.
other, if you're like, hey, one of our followers sent us this, like they found Konner's Tinder profile.
That would be incredibly malicious.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the
And
meanest prank I think
because
you could
I don't even want to think about how long it would take to explain that was.
do. Well, but
actually a joke.
then even when you get the explanation out that it was a
still gonna
joke,
be
there's still
angry.
the mistrust.
Yes,
It's like sometimes like your wife has a dream.
Yeah.
That you did something really bad
Yes.
to her,
It happens,
and
like,
then she's
every
still
other
mad
night.
to you the whole day.
Yeah, you had to
Yeah.
explain it. Like, look, it was a dream.
Yeah.
She said, yeah, but like,
But you still you would do it though,
yeah,
right?
you would. Yeah. if I felt it enough to dream it, then you would do something like this to me. I'm like, what?
I think my wife has had those dreams so frequently at this point that she's kind of gotten past it. Luckily, but it had. No, I was the bad guy for a long times in Dreamland. But it got so frequent to where like now we kind of just laugh about it. But yeah, for a while there, I was enemy number one.
Dang.
Yeah, for sure.
That's kind of brutal.
And I did what did I do last time in her dream? It was the craziest one yet. Oh yeah, no. The last dream she had, apparently this is like, this isn't really private information, but sorry, Kenzie, I'm sharing your dreams.
She doesn't watch this.
Yeah, she's
No,
not
she
listening.
does.
Oh.
She watches all of them, every single one of them.
Well, if you ever get a Tinder profile from me of Trevor, no, I made it up.
But I was with some, like, apparently, like, her and I got married, but it was supposedly like just like this temporary thing, and then like I went off and was getting married to some other girl, and like everybody was telling her that like she just needed to get over it, like that was how it worked, and like she was mad. That was the last one that we had.
Dang.
And we just kind of, I was
That's
just
tough.
fucking.
Well, did she ever get over it?
No, she's pissed.
How's Melissa though?
Don't even throw random names out like that. Like that's yeah, dude. Have you talked to Stacy lately? Like
yeah, we text every night.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. And Konner, how's
don't do this
exactly? That's what I'm saying. Like you just throw a random name out there.
Stacy's mom though, she's got it going on.
No, dude, she's whack.
Can I come over
After school.
You think that song? You think that song would get? How popular would that song get if it came out right now?
Not very.
Not at
doesn't
all.
fit the style. Yeah.
Not at all.
That was the point of it.
I don't know though. Like if it came out right now, I think we're in an era where like Good For You blew up. A lot of it was because our era is like we love this because it sounds just like Paramore.
Yeah. No, I think that song blew up because it was
A Disney Channel star.
Amelia Rodriguez. What's her name?
Well, no, like it blew up, but like it blew up in our generation.
Yeah.
And like
Even though it had the
next
same
generation
style. That is
because
true.
it's the same style.
Yeah.
Like it
was
had a
kinda
broader
nostalgic.
reach. It blew up. It blew up for the TikTok people because of who it was.
That is true. I mean, you think about most people consuming music, like there's still a lot of those people from that generation.
That's what I'm saying.
Stacey's
So
mom came out.
if that song came out and hit the right audience to get to the right audience, it could blow up.
Maybe. Yeah.
I feel like punk rock's about to make a comeback.
Yeah, I agree.
I think so.
I agree. I think the 2000s are about to come back with a vengeance. I think they already are. I think in fashion, music, everything, and I hate that. Well, music is fine, but the fashion part of it, oh my god,
Fashion's brutal.
Please let that die forever.
Although,
Like, can we just forget the 2000s?
I would enjoy
2010
watching people
ever
showing
existed?
back up in like the full baggy suits again.
Oh, so bad.
There's parts of it that I don't. I mean, I obviously like a lot of different.
I like the
styles, but
music from the 2000s, but the style from the 2000s.
I think it's okay.
I love 2000s music.
I hope
It's all
2000s cars
nostalgic.
don't come back because 2000s car like 2010
2000s
cars
just tried too hard, man. The bag, like we just learned things about fashion.
Like the baggy sweatpants,
Like, yeah,
the Reeboks with the
like-
straps.
Here's the thing:
turn around and give the.
baggy suits don't look good.
No.
No, they don't.
Like
They don't.
suits that fit your body.
Here's
look
what
good.
I've
Duh.
told Liz this multiple
That's
times.
just common sense. If it fits your body well, it looks better on you.
There are some things that trends can't kill. Like when it comes to fashion.
Yeah,
Like there are some things that you are always going to look respectable in.
yeah. There's timeless stuff. Like,
Exactly.
And typically,
And-
the older you get with clothing, like the more classic a look, the more it's never going to go out of style.
Like you will never look weird in a button up in jeans.
Exactly.
Ever. Or a button up in khakis.
Exactly.
There's no, you'll never walk in and stick out like a sore thumb.
Exactly.
Of like,
Right.
or even a polo shirt, even a t-shirt and jeans. That will always
Yeah.
work.
Or like a normal fitting navy suit.
Yeah. I tried to explain that to Liz multiple times because like women's fashion is a whole different ballgame.
Yes.
Where there's ebbs and flows of like skinny jeans are out, skinny jeans are in.
Well, they take it a
boot
lot
cut,
more seriously
whatever.
a lot of
Yeah.
times.
And so Liz is constantly like, no, I can't wear that. Like no one wears that anymore. I'm like, Liz, trust me, you're not like making a statement here. Like if you wear
we're going to the grocery store and it's 10 o'clock at night.
No, I'm saying like in general, like realistically,
in Dollar
If you're
General.
like trying with an outfit, that's one thing.
Exactly. Like, if
but
you
if
just
you're just
wear-
like putting on an outfit, there are certain things that are always going to get the job
like if
done.
you
Yeah.
just wear,
You put on a hoodie with
we'll
jeans.
just stick with skinny jeans. If you, no matter what era, if a girl wears skinny jeans and a sweater,
yeah, it's gonna
you're
work
gonna
just
look
fine.
fine.
Yeah.
the only people that are gonna make fun of you is the like 13-year-old
only thing-
TikTokers are like, ew, where's
The-
your boot cut jeans?
the only thing that
and you know
might
what? They're
go-
the ones that look ridiculous.
The only thing that might go out of style a little bit is maybe the pattern on the sweater. But like,
Yeah.
if it's a neutral color
what I'm
sweater,
saying is like the newest fad is going
here
to
we
be the
go.
one that
We're
like,
going on fashion advice TikTok or
the newest,
podcasting right
well,
now.
the newest fad is the one that's going to be the next thing to be shamed.
Yeah.
You're right.
But like the
I don't think
classic,
there's
the
anything-
classic look is gonna be the classic look forever.
I don't think there's anything wrong with following the trends, or I tried to in college get ahead of some trends, but
That's a risky game.
it is risky, but I didn't really care. I just, if something felt cool to me and felt kind of fun to me, then I would do it. And then, but I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that as long as you still have a part of your wardrobe reserved for I can wear this for the rest of the time.
Yes. That's,
So like
that's,
I don't
My whole
mind.
wardrobe is I can wear this for the rest of time.
See, and that's because you're not passionate about.
No, I don't give
About
two
style.
crap.
You
don't care
I
about
don't give
style.
as long
Yeah.
as long as I don't wear anything. Here's what I'll put. I think this is my take on fashion. I don't ever want to try a trend or try a trendy look because if you miss it, you look like an idiot. Right? Like if you try something and it
really.
doesn't hit,
I think
you're
that
gonna
you're
look an idiot.
exaggerating.
I
think you're exaggerating how much people get shamed for fat.
Well, but
I
also
don't
Hunter,
think I
like
am.
if you
because you can wear anything today.
You're
and look
talking
like a
about
trash bag
trying
and
to
people
the
still think it's
most
cool.
extent. Like trying a little bit is not hard. Like you could walk into Old Navy and just buy some pretty like normal looking stuff and like look fashionable without like having to buy some crazy baggy shirt that you thrifted and like crazy.
Yes and no, because like going half into a trend, you also look an idiot.
No, you don't. But like that's not true.
That
I
is.
don't
Well,
think
it
it is.
depends on the trend.
Here-
Depends on the
here's-
trend. Depends on the trend.
Here's an example. I see Trevor at work every day, where he works at work every day, and I don't always assume. I know Trevor's personality, so I know that he does have a creative and like side of him. But then I see Trevor out in public sometimes, and I see the things he's wearing. I'm like, wow, that is very impressive. Trevor is very stylish. And but you can just wear it every once in a while, like literally, yeah.
I appreciate you saying that. First of all, Konner, thank you. But
You're welcome, man. I love you.
Yeah, I have. I think I have a pretty good sense of style. For me, it's that I only care to wear things like that when I'm like out and about, like going out to eat, that sort of thing. I'm not going to wear it to work. I don't care that much about it. I'm not that passionate. But when I walk into a store, like I know what looks good. Like,
yeah,
I could get even crazier than I do. But I do try to keep my wardrobe to the point where it's like, this is in right now, but I think this is going to be in for a while. And maybe we'll all be wrong.
And Hunter,
Who knows?
the crew necks really only came back in fairly recently. And you came
jumped
on
board.
Well, you hated crew necks.
I still don't like
you
them.
You absolutely hate
I
them.
wear them.
You like
I wear
them
them
now.
good in them.
I wear them when my wife. My wardrobe is.
That's
if
not
I'm
true. You
choosing-
liked them before your wife did.
Yeah.
one of them.
Okay.
That still counts.
That's still a crew neck.
It's still a crew neck.
I wore it. Yeah.
You liked it.
And you look dang
liked
good in it too.
Don't you undersell yourself.
And there was
Hunter.
always that month where you were accidentally stylish, where you had that shaved bleach blonde hair and
that's
you looked
true.
like freaking Justin Bieber.
When are
that
we
was
bringing
sick.
that back? You said you were going to do it. Summertime. Come on.
Liz did say, she was like, you could bring it back. I liked it.
Yeah, it looked
But-
freaking
Then
sick.
Then what are we waiting for?
It
Go
made
to
me
the
jealous.
store right now.
Because then you do have to I can buzz my head and let it get to long enough that it annoys me, then buzz my head again right now.
Oh.
That you have to
Yeah.
immediately, you start looking like a tip of a paintbrush.
Yeah.
it was very fun for a while there, though.
It
Yeah.
was very fun.
Yeah,
No,
we'll
but
always
my
have that.
thing is with fashion,
Yeah.
with my fashion,
Hunter, I respect your clothing approach
the
all the way.
farthest I'll go out is like Air Force Ones.
Yep.
That's trendy for me.
Hunter,
Because I know that was trendy in the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and now the 20s.
I respect.
Where is that going? Nowhere.
I respect
Air
your.
Force Ones, baby.
I respect your approach to clothing because it's simple. You're going to spend a heck of a lot less money on it.
Yeah.
And it's just what you do. You know, you dress for comfort,
I dress for comfort, baby.
and that is respectable.
If you can wear sweatpants to an event or to somewhere, I'm wearing sweatpants.
I love sweatpants.
If I can wear jeans, and that's like, can't wear
Yeah.
sweatpants, got to wear jeans.
I will say,
I will wear jeans.
my fashion game is definitely what it took for me to like start really trying with outfits. Because even in college, like what I would wear to class was pretty basic. Like we wore like jeans or khaki like slacks, and then I would just wear like a nicer shirt with it. And then when I started working in the athletic department, I had to wear like a polo. But once I got married, or even just started dating my wife, and like she would give me confidence in certain outfits or even pick them out for me, that changed the game for me. You need to having a hype person.
Here's the thing.
Is
Liz
big.
will hype me up. I'll put an outfit on. She'll be like, that's it. Like, that looks so good. Blah, blah, blah.
You still can't do it?
I walk to the mirror and I go, I look like an idiot.
It happens to me sometimes.
And she's like, no, like, wear that. I'm like, no.
That
I was like,
doesn't
here's,
ever
I was like, here's
yeah,
the deal.
that's the difference with you and me, though, is like if I'm told that by my wife, like I don't
She'll
give
tell
a
me
frick what I
she's
think
like,
I look like.
you look great right now. Wear it. I'm like, here's the deal. I don't feel great in this. So it's off. Not only is it off, it's to Goodwill. Because if I wear it once, I'm like, I ain't feeling this. Never wearing it again. No point. Never trying.
No, if my wife
It's
tells me
off.
if my wife tells me I look hot, I'm walking out the door. I don't care if I'm
TW
wearing- I don't care if I'm wearing a
shirt on.
Speedo.
TW shirt on. No, I've got to. If I look in the mirror and I just don't feel it, I just don't feel it. I don't think.
I respect that.
I never
I'm a
think.
simp.
I never walk
respect
out of the
it.
house thinking I look freaking good today. Not once. I walk out of the house thinking I feel freaking comfortable today, and that's all I care
And
about.
you know what, Hunter? You
I
deserve
respect
all
that.
respect
That's great.
for that.
Yeah. I think that it's totally fine that
Because
some people are into it and some people aren't.
I'm aware of what looks good,
Yeah.
but
You are, and that
I
is-
don't want to hit.
You are aware
wrong
of it.
things.
I
You know what
do.
I'm saying?
I do agree that you're self-aware because when you see a good outfit, you acknowledge it. And
Yeah.
you just you'll even say like, I wouldn't look good in that, but I know it looks good.
Yeah, like I understand trends,
And that takes a lot of courage. And
but
you are a courageous
it's also my like haircut, style choices,
simple,
body
convenience.
language, just me, doesn't go well with trend.
You're gonna be like that
saying?
thing. Like you to me are like gonna be that like CEO, like the Mark Zuckerberg style, who's like walking around in like flip flops and t-shirts.
Oh heck yeah, flip flops, baby.
Have you ever seen The Big Short? That movie? Well, the one guy who like shorted the crap out of the housing market, made $1 billion or whatever. Well, more than that. He just like dresses like he's worth $0. It's like Adam Sandler. It's like he dresses like he's worth nothing.
If I wasn't,
I don't think Hunter dresses like he's worth nothing.
Well, like
you
He just wears shorts and a t-shirt. I'm saying instead of suits and
these
fancy
shorts were
clothes.
$5 at TJ Maxx, baby.
That's what I'm saying. Like
If
that'll
I
be Hunter
wasn't-
someday.
if I wasn't married,
a gajillionaire.
If I
in
I hope-
Crocs.
that'd be nice. I'll never wear Crocs. I hate Crocs.
Crocs
but
are
I understand they're trendy. See? Great example.
Crocs are sick.
I think Crocs look very stupid. And I think Crocs are something that our kids will look at pictures and say, "What the heck were you wearing?"
No, but they
Whoa.
came back.
I will never
though.
wear
Yeah,
them.
they came back,
back.
Yeah, and they'll go out.
And then they might come back again.
But they
though.
kind of can't. They're Crocs are kind of ironic.
They are.
You know
though.
what? Maybe
Yeah.
that's a good way to put my style.
I like ironic trends.
Maybe that's a good way to put my style.
Yeah.
I don't think I will ever get caught having to explain to my son why I was wearing what I was wearing.
I look forward to that.
I don't.
I look forward because
Yeah.
like
Because I remember I looked at pictures of my mom and dad. I'm like, y'all look like idiots.
No.
My mom was like, well, that was what was in style at
because
the
here's
time.
the thing.
And
I
I'm like,
remember talking to my dad and being like, "Oh my gosh, your shorts were so short. You look so stupid." Guess what came back in and looks 1,000 times better than long shorts.
not as short as our dad's basketball shorts.
Not true. I wear shorts with 5-inch inseams.
See, that's too short.
It's in style.
Point proven. I know that's going to go back out.
I don't think so because
7 inch, like above the knee.
for me,
above the
shorter
knee a little bit,
shorts
that's
are
fine.
always like I think they just look objectively
Your
better.
shorts need to be above the knee, but once you get mid thigh and up, too short. That's going to go out
I
again.
show off the legs.
I guarantee you that goes out again.
So
Especially
what?
with the
Right now it
2000
looks good.
Yeah, I mean,
Right now it does.
See, that's
okay.
what
10
I don't
years from
care.
now, it
I
won't.
don't care about I don't care about someone looking back on pictures of me and thinking I look ridiculous because
I do.
I mean, I see you guys have I definitely don't have the problem of my wife trying to convince me that something looks good because usually I'm like, no, trust me, this is cool, and she's like, it's too much because I usually am trying to be
you're
a
a
little
fashion
too
authority.
outward with it.
You're a fashion authority. I'm not.
Gabby is very simple. Like she's very stylish and fashionable, but she likes minimalist fashion. Like that's
Yeah.
like her thing. But I'm the opposite way. I want like I'm pretty down with like flashy like
If
stuff.
I
How
worked
about
at
like a chrome leather jacket?
But I will not. I see. Here's one thing though. I'm not really
you do
big
want pit
on
vipers.
doing the style that like everybody else is doing because I don't want to blend in. You know.
You want to stand out.
It depends. Like whenever I go to church,
You're such a type 4.
Whenever I
bro.
play at church on Sundays, I do not wear denim because everybody else on that stage is already wearing
corduroys,
denim.
baby.
I'm wearing something else, just not denim because I don't want to just blend in with everybody else. You know.
If I worked a desk
prideful,
job that
man.
I had to like dress up somewhat and I wasn't married, I would 100% be the guy that like wore this like either khakis or jeans, depending on the job. But like if I could get away with wearing jeans and a black t-shirt every day, I would be that guy.
You could. Here's one thing about style. From the beginning of time, all black always looks good. You wear a pair of black jeans.
Well,
you wear a black
I'm
shirt.
not
They
I'm
weren't
not a
gonna be
big black on
black
black
jeans.
guy.
Really? What?
Not a big.
When have you ever seen Hunter wear an all black outfit?
I haven't, but all
Not
black
big.
always looks good on
I disagree.
everybody.
I disagree.
What?
How can you say that? It's literally the color black. Like, of course, it looks good on everybody.
No, but when your top and bottom match, I don't like it.
Yeah,
No,
you just makes you
no.
look thin.
Black on black always looks
Yeah.
good. You always look sleek.
I
It
disagree.
always looks great.
You're
I
telling me
disagree.
there's no videos out there where you wore like the black foundation
There's times.
sweatpants and
There's
you
times,
look great.
and you know what has to happen? I have to try to change and be like, Liz, all I have are clean black shorts, and it's the only shirt I want to wear. And Liz is like, you look fine. Get out the house. And I'm like, I don't like this. And she forces me out.
And you don't like it.
So you just don't like
You
it.
don't like
But
it.
I don't think black
that-
on black looks good.
No, there's people who are not stylish, and then one day you see them and they just happen to wear black pants and a black shirt, and you're like, dang, they look good today.
That's the thing. Exactly. That thought, I want that thought to never go through people's minds about me.
You don't ever want someone to think, dang, you look good today?
Because then you immediately, like, if you see someone wearing black on black, you're thinking, that person tried today.
bro.
No,
I don't want
what?
to ever look like I
That's
tried.
like the easiest way to look good and not try is just to wear a
no,
black
I,
t-shirt,
I
black
think
pants.
I think a pair of jeans and like light wash jeans and a black shirt.
I mean, at some
that
point,
looks completely fine.
At some
and
point,
you didn't try.
We really need,
and that's
to
what I would
do-
wear every day.
We really need to do a video for like the Patreons probably at some point where we all like we have Konner do an outfit for you and I, and then maybe we do an outfit for Konner just for fun. Because
I mean, I'm never gonna try to say that I'm like a fashion.
It would
expert.
mostly be fun to do one for. Maybe you and I will do one for.
We would
Hunter.
make
We'll do
Hunter
like a
look freaking
makeover.
good. He would hate it, and he would look so good.
He's gonna have to lose a bet to let us.
I would
do
wear
that
it
to
for a
him.
video.
Yeah, no. We wouldn't like redo
Like
your
I'll never go
closet.
in public. No, like if the bet was you have to go to a movie wearing this, I'm not doing it ever.
What? That's
Ever.
crazy.
I can do anything.
Like
I
an
can do
outfit
anything
that
for a
is like
camera.
it's good.
Yeah, no, not a chance.
That's crazy.
Beyond like jeans and a sweatshirt. Like,
Yeah, I would
I'm
never,
not going beyond that.
I would never do it either. If you guys like bought me a sick outfit, I would totally not wear it out.
There's no chance.
You guys,
Now, if it was
into the matching sets? I'm all in.
like the
sweatpants and
that's
sweatshirt.
cool.
I literally just said
he
only like
said
black
you're
on
not.
black.
That's very in right
I love
now.
it.
No,
Yeah.
I think. See,
Can we
again,
get matching
Well, that's
sets?
one thing that happened over
that was
COVID.
something in 2000s that looked awful when it was there, and it's back. Looked
Well,
awful now.
it came back because loungewear
Yeah.
became very popular.
The
That was
monochrome
that was
outfits.
all the rage last year was loungewear. Let's all
Yeah.
get the best loungewear.
Can we-
because of COVID.
Can we
Everyone's
get
seeing the
matching
side.
sets? We'll get different colors, but like the
I'm
same
down.
set. Okay.
Oh, just
Dude,
get
that's what
different
my
colors
mom-
and switch the tops, then you look great.
That's what my mom did for. So
No.
every year for
gotta
Christmas,
be
my
matching.
mom buys us all matching PJs. Well, last year my mom gets crazier and crazier with it every year. Like the year before that, joggers were really in, so she bought us all these plaid pajamas, and she's really good at sewing and stuff, and turned
She
them all
tapered them?
into joggers, like
That's
with the elastic at
impressive.
the bottom. And because joggers were really in that year.
Yeah.
Well, this past year, loungewear was really in, so she bought us all those like matching sweatsuits. So I can't remember what color they were, but I had like Adidas sweatpants with an Adidas
That's incredible.
sweatshirt with like the same stripe all the way down, and then all the girls in my family all had like the same sweatsuit, but they were like more like a peach color, and like our guys was more like a black
I think
color.
what it is
it was
like,
so funny.
If
but
you
it was
wear
very cool.
that, if you wear like
and they were like $100 a piece.
the
because
models,
those are so expensive.
the models that wear that look very good. So when I see someone trying to wear that, they better be ripped.
It doesn't look good
You
on
see what I'm
round
saying?
boys. I don't like it on
Like
me.
I immediately go like, that's not what it's supposed to look like, and that's why I never do it.
Stop looking at the models, man.
Well, I don't.
No,
yeah,
but
I
that's what
don't-
makes it look good. I think that's what it is. I don't like being
Yes.
influenced like that.
It's not necessarily true.
But that's not true though,
No,
because
because it
now
looks good on
the
like
trend is
like
the thing
Kanye
is,
West.
if you look at
Kanye
models
West
these
wearing like a baggy shirt, like the tan on tan baggy, he
he's
looks
not
freaking good.
ripped.
But he looks freaking good. And no, ripped was the
He
gray
looks
on
good
gray.
because he's Kanye West.
Kanye looks good in that. But then I see some other random dude walking in the mall wearing it. I'm like, you look an idiot.
mean,
You're trying to
yeah.
be Kanye.
I mean,
you
it
don't,
does
you're
look
not
different.
Kanye.
It does-
depends on the vibe.
different
you
styles
carry,
fit different
for sure.
people.
Well,
That's why,
yeah.
like,
That's what I'm saying.
I really like the mom jeans style for girls. I think it looks good, and I love it on my wife. But I won't go into the guy version of that where there's going back to wearing boot cut.
I
I
agree
can't
with
because it
that.
doesn't fit my body style. It
I
doesn't.
agree with
It would
that.
not look good
Boot
on
cuts
me.
don't fit anyone. Period.
What are you talking about? Yes,
Period.
they do.
No.
I
I will
think
never
you're-
see.
Hunter, after all the things
I will
you said
never
during this
see-
podcast,
no, that's fine.
you
This is
can't
my
make
opinion.
an objective
this is my
fashion
this is my
statement.
objective fashion statement. My opinion.
Okay.
There is no one, model, guy, girl, anything, period, that looks good in boot cut jeans.
Are you trying?
Ever.
Are you including the mom jeans in that?
I don't know what mom jeans. I don't know.
They're
The
like the
difference.
high waisted ones that are like they're still wider
You're
in the
saying
leg.
anything that's he's pretty
Too
much
wide.
saying anything that's too wide in the leg. He
too
doesn't-
wide. Yeah, it looks awful. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts.
I think that's.
Okay.
I think that I think like a statement like that should be just started with. I think
I didn't
that.
say that.
He did
Okay.
say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that something where you'll have to explain to your kids?
And here's the
And
thing,
that's my
I
whole
think that-
fashion choice.
I think the
if you have
majority
to
of
explain it to your kids, it's a bad choice.
How wide
I
cut are we
don't
talking
agree with that at
about?
all.
Yeah.
like
'cause,
like if it's touching your ankle still, touching, you're fine. If it's like
if it
off
gets-
your leg,
You're telling me that is going to look like foreign to some child someday. Just a jean that is slightly wider cut. They're gonna be
Yeah,
like,
true.
they're
Because
gonna be
that
like, what
style
were
was
you doing?
Because
Like,
that style was actually in for a lot longer than skinny jeans were.
no,
yeah.
none. Skinny's bad too. Too far skinny, bad on guys. Too far
I
it
skinny.
looks like so your margin for jean is like this.
That's why it's taken me years to find jeans I like.
I'm a super skinny
It's a
boy.
very
I go super
particular jean.
skinnies
You
all
need
the
them,
time.
you need them
Just like
wide.
the slim?
You need them like joggers.
I forget what
wide
color
and they
exactly.
skinny down.
I think I
You just
think,
taper.
Those are stacked skinny, is what they're called.
I think the ones I have these days are considered just skinny.
Oh no, dude, I'm super skinny all the
My
way.
light colored
I've never
jeans
gone
are
for super
skinny,
skinny.
but I break them out here and there because they're little
and you
they're
look
little
good
on
in
the
them.
edge for me.
No, I
My
like showing off my
khakis
butt.
are like
And I
my
gotta be
khakis
cuffing
are
those boys. I gotta be cuffing.
Yeah, gotta be cuffing.
straight something.
If you're sitting
Straight
there with
Trends
your
like that
pants
are
just hanging
great
over your
because
shoes,
if that's not a trend at some point, then just don't do it. You know,
don't what?
like don't cuff them.
Yeah. I've cuffed since the beginning of skinny jeans. Here's the thing, is that I literally was the first, and this is why I got bullied so much in middle school, but I was the first person, not the first guy, the first person at my middle school to wear skinny jeans. It makes sense that they bullied me, but that is the truth. And I will not switch from that. I fought hard for the skinny jean trend, and I'm not just going to sit here idly by as it goes out.
I understand your attachment now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You just have to hope that it hits a rebound right before it gets washed out. You just need like one celebrity to start wearing them again.
Mm-hmm. I'm scared of wearing. I'm too scared of the wide pants. Too scared of them.
Wide pants will not look good. That is a fad. I promise you. Wide pants.
Well, I'm never gonna wear anything
that's what I'm
super
saying,
wide.
Hunter. Is that fad existed for longer than skinny,
and they looked bad. Yeah. But
yeah, okay.
I do agree that some, like what Hunter's kind of saying, is some things when they happen as a trend, I think that most people just decide, oh, that does just look the best. Like I think when slimmer pants came in,
that looks better.
People just did like that trend will be harder to wash out because it does just look better.
Well, that's the thing, because at the end of the day, you're gonna still look fine, even if it's not a trend. Wide pants, as soon as that trend's gone, you're gonna still look bad.
Wide pants, like for
but
me,
I think
like
that's all about where
the
you
widest
were, like
I would
where
give
you
a
were
jeans.
raised in, though.
That's
like,
fine.
Yeah, no, that's
the
what I'm saying.
widest I would go jeans is what you're talking about.
It's not a universal. There's nothing. There are some things that right now are a universal.
Boot cut, where like skinny to wide, that's universal. It never looks good.
That it's
never.
not. But so it wasn't whenever boot cuts were the most popular pants.
In
it
like the
wasn't
70s.
Universal. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm saying.
Sure, but it still
and
looked
I bet
bad.
people that were born in the 70s or before the 70s, where the 70s was their era, they still think they're talking just like you are about skinnies. They're saying boot cut is the only thing that looks good.
Then why are they wearing them?
They might be
They're not. When have you ever seen an old guy rocking boot cuts?
all the time. What are you talking about?
No, like wide.
You're
boot
thinking
cut.
about bell bottoms.
Bell bottoms. When have you ever seen that?
Okay, yeah. I
Wide.
don't see, well, those were like those
are
were
back.
super stylish back then.
But
yeah.
those are back. That's what I'm saying.
They
That's
are
a fad.
back. You're right.
And they look awful.
I don't think they look awful. My wife has a pair of bell bottoms, and I think she looks beautiful in them.
All right, well,
Yeah, you freaking
if she
should.
ever wears them, I apologize in advance, but I don't like bell bottoms, period.
I respect
And my reasoning stands. If they were what that era thought looked best, that era would be wearing them right now, and they're not.
I do think that
So that
I do
era
think that
knows
bell bottoms are
they
definitely
didn't
like one
look
of the
good.
harder ones to get back in because they're so specific. Is that what you've been talking about this whole time?
Possibly. No. The
'Cause
wide
I've been very confused this whole
wide
time.
legs.
I'm like, what?
wide legs all the way down. I also think look bad.
Those
Yeah,
are like,
once again,
anything-
like the skater
anything
type,
that-
like wide leg pants.
anything
which to be
that's
clear, boot cut are
skinny
called
and gets
boot cut
wider.
because they're meant to be able to fit around your boots.
Anything that goes
That is the purpose
skinny
of
and
boot cut.
wider as you go down versus the opposite, wider than skinny, that
Yeah.
also looks
Listen,
bad.
I'm gonna be sold on slim jeans probably till the day I die.
Yeah, and you'll always look you'll always look good.
Thank you.
And here's the thing, Hunter.
you gotta
I'm
do.
sure
As long
the
as I have
majority of
respect in
our
the workplace.
the majority of our audience, our demographic, probably agrees with you.
The good news
No,
is
because it's me saying it.
that's true.
I
Everybody
bet you
hates
this
Hunter.
is the one that would get you the poll.
The good news is
isn't, man.
I get to
You
show
don't
up to
know.
work in shorts and sweatpants, so I won't have to face Hunter's wrath. Although I have to avoid
No,
black.
I will
gotta
never-
avoid black on black.
I'll never have wrath.
That is genuinely a
I
hard
will
thing
never
for me.
look at someone and tell them you look awful right now.
It is very
Ever.
difficult.
I want you to start doing it. I want to have like an outfit rating chart every
No,
time.
my
It's
my
very
opinions
difficult.
I always keep in unless there's a mic in front of my face and I'm not talking about anyone specific.
That is like
in front of your face,
that is
though,
like
these
one
days.
thing that is difficult for me about this job is that I do wish I could express my style. A
There's
little bit
nothing
more.
stopping you from wearing
You know?
jeans on the course, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's hot.
you just gotta.
No, I agree. I just like
You just
I
gotta,
never in my life had to focus on the
Style's
comfort
a
side of
sacrifice,
style,
baby.
because there is a sporty style. Like there is a way to have athletic clothing that is stylish for sure. And I just never had to get into that until I started working here, and I've tried to.
You
but
gotta-
it's also so expensive.
Yeah, because it's like the trail, like
Yeah.
outdoorsy stuff. Yeah,
Because like my regular style, I can go to Plato's Closet or I can go to
Right.
Goodwill.
So cheap.
I like Goodwill, but I'm not really gonna search around at Goodwill for an hour to find one shirt.
Right.
Like I will occasionally, but it's
I'll
not a very
breeze
frequent
through
thing
there
for
very
me.
quickly.
I respect people who do it, but that's not me. But like Plato's Closet, TJ Maxx, I'll find like that kind of stuff easily. But you start to go to Dick's and try to get the trendy athletic stuff. You're paying like $70 for a pair of pants.
Ross is the best place.
Right, yeah.
yeah. to get
That's where I
athletic
found most of
stuff.
my athletic shorts is
Yeah,
Ross. But
Ross is
you know,
where Ross is.
got to roll them up. They're not short enough.
Yeah, you gotta. It's tough. It's tough. Ross is like the play for sure. Other than that, like you can sometimes find stuff at Plato's, but it's not great. I don't know. I haven't bought athletic clothing in a while because luckily I just freaking went all out for most of my life. So
I can't wait to see what people think about this episode.
I'm glad we found a new niche to talk about because it's just always about food or coffee or something.
Yeah,
so this was fun. I think every time we talk about something, it's just like figuring out like Hunter's like amazing extreme opinions.
I don't think anything I said is extreme.
It's the way that you say it.
It's the way that you say things is what makes it extreme.
Food.
Your opinion is not extreme. It's the way that you just like say things as if they're
it's
like
the absolutes you use.
Yeah.
Well, because like there is an absolute. There is an absolute that like there is a style that will always look good.
That it can't.
That
is not an
true
absolute.
To you.
Yeah, to you. Like that
because that style doesn't look good to everybody.
Yeah.
I say it is more widely percentage popular, but it's not an absolute.
You can't say this is an absolute and navy suit that's normal looks good on everybody because not everybody might think that. So like it can't be an absolute. You understand that, right?
But like
an absolute is like yes, no, certain. The sun's gonna rise tomorrow.
No, what's certain is if you have the style that's been in style for all of time, which is just the basic bland stuff.
What has been in style for all of time?
Like if you walked into a get together in the 70s in a khaki pants and a polo, you looked fine. You might have stuck out because everyone else was wearing bell bottoms, but no one's looking at you like that dude's a freak.
But somebody might have. You don't know that. That's why it can't be an absolute.
No, because like you
can say that the majority, but you can't say everybody or you always were.
Sure.
That's all.
But you take that picture. You take a picture of someone rocking that, and you put it in any era. In every picture, they look like they fit in.
No, I think if you said jeans, I could agree with you, but I don't think khakis.
Jeans.
Yeah, jeans probably safer.
Sure.
I don't think there's anything wrong with khakis, but I don't think khakis are
it depends on the event.
With the style.
Depends on the event.
Kind of thing.
Depends on the event where you're at.
True.
But sure, we can go jeans.
Jeans is
jeans and a polo.
Safer play. Yeah.
Every single picture, every single era, that person fits in.
Yeah.
But the style of jeans changes.
But if you go with like a middle of the road jean,
but you're right.
I
don't know why I'm trying to disagree with you.
That's my whole take on fashion.
You're completely right.
As I feel like you drop me into any era and I fit in.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, wearing the outfit you were talking about, yes.
That's what I'm saying. Well, not wearing what I'm wearing right now. Backwards hat.
TWs.
Shirt.
Where is that?
However,
where is
Outer
TWs?
However, you drop you back in middle school, your shorts are too short. You drop you here, your shorts might be a little long.
No, because they're right above my knee. That was never too short, never too long.
Really? Because I feel like there was definitely a time in my life where they had to be below the knee.
No, longest my shorts ever got was mid-knee.
Okay. Well, then put you in the 90s.
Below the knee was too weird.
Mine weren't below the knee, sir, but they were like...
When you got like mid-shin, you looked very weird.
I was never going there.
People did.
It was like... Yes, I know they did.
Right at your knee line, right above your knee, looks good all the time.
I'm so particular about it. It's honestly freeing being above the knee because like I can be anywhere from just above the knee to like practically in my groin, and I'm good with the shorts.
See, that's what I'm saying.
It's great.
Right above your knee.
Freeing. I've got like
always fit in.
Yeah, you've got like essentially 8 inches of wiggle room from like top of the knee to like.
I got a solid 4. If my shorts get above here, I know they're too short. If they touch my knee, I know they're too long. I got a solid 4 inches.
I feel like
right
before I had like an inch of wiggle room, like back in the day. So it's great.
I'll wear shorter shorts now than I would in middle or high school.
Yeah.
But I still won't wear short shorts.
If that's the trend, though, maybe the trend keeps going up.
But I won't keep going up. I have lines. I have limits.
He's got limits. There's a limit to the chart.
Because I love
talking about this.
I will look at myself in the mirror and I know when I start looking ridiculous, regardless of if it's the trend. Like short shorts are the trend right now.
Dude,
I know I look ridiculous.
Whenever you're 50, whenever you're 50, I'm gonna be holding you to that.
That's fine.
If I'm gonna see you wear a pair of boot cuts, and I'm just gonna ream you out.
You will not. You will not. I promise you.
Because Hunter won't
Mainly because when I'm 50, I probably won't be wearing jeans.
No.
At that point, I'll probably be beyond caring what anyone thinks, and I'm showing up
naked.
to a black tie event in sweatpants. I'm saying, kick me out.
That's disrespectful, son.
That's
kick me out.
Big energy right there. Kick him out. He owns the place. You can't kick him out.
Why? Why would you be saying kick me out? What is the situation?
Because I'm at a black tie event. I don't even want to be there because it's a black tie event.
And he's wearing the wrong dress code. And
so if you
like,
kick
Sir,
me
you
out,
change.
Then I'm like, all right, well, you know what, Liz, I'm sorry, I got to go home.
Yeah,
I can't wear this. So
I'm gonna go play Fortnite 12 on my Xbox 970.
I feel like you've gone too extreme with your opinion there because you're not that mean of a person. You are respectable.
Not when he's 50. Not
what I'm saying.
50.
50's not that old.
Not when he's 50.
I'll care a lot less.
You're not like an old person with dementia, not caring what you say at that point.
I care
You're like a normal person.
I care a lot less now than I did 5 years ago. Give me 25 more years to develop.
That trend
so you're just gonna
has
become,
no limit.
No, I don't think, Hunter.
Ebenezer,
what is rude about if I show up
to a black tie event? You agreed to come to it, and you
that's the other thing.
Okay, so in this sense, you're being forced to go to a black tie event.
I am already at this age.
You're getting way too deep into this.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to call you out because I know that you're a good person, and I'm not going to let you use the excuse of being 50 to say that to be disrespectful.
Absolutely. I'm already at this point. My wife has to force me to go to weddings of people we've known our whole lives. Force me.
Is that why you didn't go to Trevor's?
No, I would.
That doesn't really help your previous joke.
I would have shown up to Trevor's, but like this summer, we have weddings of people that we've known for a long time. And I am trying every way to get out of this wedding. Why? Because I don't want to get dressed up. Getting dressed up means I have to take my hat off. Taking my hat off means I got to figure out a way to get rid of my hat tan. But I wear a hat every day. So how the heck am I getting rid of my hat tan? Plus, now I have to go buy a button up that fits me. Because the only button up I wear doesn't look good with nicer pants. So now I have to actually get dressed up. I don't even own a pair of dress shoes. How the frick am I supposed to go to a wedding? So I'm already at 25 figuring out a way out of a wedding.
I understand.
So now, black tie event, so like a really fancy wedding or something, I 100% have food poisoning. Something happened.
Yeah, but
I'm eating some raw eggs.
I understand where you're coming from.
So I'm saying if I'm 50 and I roll up and I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to this wedding, I'm wearing a t-shirt. And I roll up and they're like, hey, it was a black tie event. I'm like, oh my gosh, I had to go home and change. I live an hour away. I'm sorry. Peaced out. What was disrespectful? I missed the invitation. I'm so sorry. You know what? Let me just leave. I'm sorry.
Well, this part is lying.
I'm out of there. I'm off the scene. Boom. I'm home. Rocket League 17, season 35.
Season 35.
Liz is there. She's having a great time. I'll come back and pick her up.
God.
Boom.
Is that not good enough for you?
No, it is not. You sound like the biggest douchebag when you say that.
When he's 50,
I'm just saying, I don't like getting dressed up now. And it's gotten worse, the amount of
I
get dressed up.
I respect the not wanting to get
tell him to dress up.
It was just whenever you show up and you
fish.
say, tell me to leave. Tell me to leave. That's
I'm saying like
mean.
if I get kicked out, I get kicked out.
I understand.
That's what I'm saying.
Your emphasis was on the I don't want to get dressed up.
Yeah.
I understand.
Like I don't care to get dressed up. So
yeah.
I thought your emphasis was on whenever you're 50 years old, you're just gonna treat everybody like crap.
No, I'm just gonna if I show up and you're like, you can't be here, I'll be like, I'm so sorry, I'm going home. And then win-win.
There it is.
Boom. There we are.
There
Common ground.
Win-win. The people are like, we can't have him there. He's not dressed up. I'm like, I don't want to be here. I'm not dressing up.
Boom.
I end up at home.
So boom, hold on.
Everyone wins.
Either way,
Everyone
2030
pizza
streamies
and Rocket League.
We're at the 2030 streamies. You're not showing up?
Well, first off, at that point, it's well. That's the other thing is if you got invited to the Oscars right now and you showed up in sweatpants and a t-shirt, probably people are like, oh my gosh, look at this dude, so trendy.
No, don't think so.
But you don't want to be trendy. You don't ever want someone to think that about
Comfort-wise, I would.
Whoa.
If I'm the one creating the
whoa. Because you said you didn't want to
you. Wait,
stand
you're
out.
saying that an all sweatsuit isn't comfortable? So comfort-wise,
not if it matches, then I'm not comfortable
It's not
anymore.
comfortable then?
I wouldn't be comfortable in it anymore. No, but if I'm the one that created a trend, like Kanye West, right? You think Kanye's not comfortable as frick and the stuff he's wearing?
Yeah, you
and
hate
he
what
feels
he
like he
wears,
looks. I don't like it, but he
he
feels like he looks good, and he's not following anyone.
Here's the scenario: 20,
I like that.
2030
I respect
streamies.
that.
You know you're gonna win. You know you're gonna win an award. You literally are not allowed at the event though, unless you're wearing a tux.
You still win the award if you don't show up.
Yeah, but you don't get to go up and accept it and make a speech at the Streamy Awards.
The frick would I want to make a speech for?
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Just so we're clear, that is who our boss is.
I want the trophy on the wall. That's all I need. I need the hardware.
All right.
I've had to
Konner
give
and I will go up there and give
I've had to give many speeches, and I hated every one of them.
Well, we'll get there when we get there.
When I graduated, high school, I graduated high school, I won some award and I had to give a speech. And I asked my teacher in high school. I said, "What happens if I don't show up?"
Well, I believe you for a high school thing, but we're talking about like if you won a major award for your company, not like a high school speech. Ha, quirky.
Well, I mean, if you were in a position to win who do you know won a streamy that changed their career because they accepted it?
I don't, but it would be an
like,
honor.
Like Logan Paul's already big enough at that point.
The point is like it's an honor.
It is an honor to win it. It's not an honor to give a speech.
Well,
it would be a dishonor to decline it because you didn't want to dress up. So I guess you better have an excuse.
My excuse would be like, hey, I only wear sweatpants and t-shirts at this point in my life.
That would bring you in the media for being the worst. So you would actually have a negative effect on the company.
I'm 50 at this point. We just want to stream you. We're massive.
50 is not. You're not going to die in like a year whenever you're 50.
He's too busy playing Rocket League, man.
No, I'm just saying, like, we're now 25 years ahead. I've had 25 years of a business. We're big enough that we want to stream me.
He doesn't care.
Like,
you can take your tuxedos and you can shove them
tuxedos
up your butt.
and just run with them. Like, plus,
Honey, you're the best. I love you so much. You're the best.
People are going away from
no
dressing
one else
up.
like you.
People are going away from dressing up. You think
met.
the 20? First off, that's gonna be virtual at that point.
Good point. It is just
Everything's
gonna be virtual.
So I'm Skyping in. I'll Photoshop a tuxedo on me.
You can hologram the tuxedo.
Well, I don't
That's
think it's
a
going
good
to be
point.
virtual.
No, it's gonna be.
No, because we're going so hard into virtual things right now. I think by then that generation is going to be bringing back doing things in person because they're going to realize the negative effects. The same way that this generation is more focused on what their kids and stuff are eating, make sure it's natural, because the generation before ate crap and they realized the effect that it had on them.
I'm going
also,
back to the crap.
That's why our kids now are our kids are going to get further and further away from technology because we were raised so much with technology that we see the negative effects with it. So that's why it's already making.
But you said earlier that like you don't think people care about watching a social media documentary because we know and we don't care what it does to us. So that's
I think right. I think
I definitely think
about us, but when we start having kids, we're going to care what it does to them.
I don't think so.
You don't think that we're gonna,
most
Did you
people,
grow up watching television?
Have you noticed that most people give their kids
yeah.
iPads these days
Exactly.
though?
That is, I don't understand.
That's just like the progression.
Yeah, I grew up watching television, and I know that what that did to my brain. So now I don't want my kids to watch that much.
But
TV.
most people these days are giving their kids technology at a younger age than ever.
Yeah.
Yes, I think
so.
that,
I don't think that's happening.
and I think that in the future, whenever that shows itself,
I'm saying
out,
like the TV to your parents,
so it's like
is
the
social
next
media
generation.
to us.
Yes, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you're getting to 50-year-old
because
points.
that is
right
what that is like actually statistically what happens from generation to generation.
But I'm saying your
that's
parents grew up with TV, and they let you watch TV.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with TV and social media. I'm going to let my kids do both.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's to a different extent.
I'm just saying, like, our kids are going to grow up with the next thing, which is VR. So social media to them will be like nothing.
The problem is I want my kids to have that thing because I want that thing, you know? Like, oh, you get a VR headset for Christmas. Let me use it first.
Well, also it's like it's a big part of being in society.
Have you guys gotten into the metaverse? You can get into the metaverse because you have a VR thing.
I have no desire to be in the metaverse.
Come on, dude. I gotta say, the more fascinating things I'm seeing these days is the people that like really like go for it in the metaverse. Like they're practically living in there.
I don't think I understand it. So is metaverse basically just like Sims?
No, pretty much.
Like Second Life?
It is literally like a universe where you can do things like buy and sell real estate. Like you could have a job there are jobs in the metaverse, like actual paying jobs with benefits and 401k. Yeah. You can.
Are they fake money or are they?
No. Real money. Real money is exchanged in the metaverse. You can hang out with people. Like you essentially can live a life in the metaverse. You can go to sleep in the metaverse. And there are some people, like a lot of people are just hanging out in there, but there are some people who are literally living most of their life in the metaverse. Because
that is so sad.
Yeah, it's real sad.
I'm saying that's what our kids will grow up with. So
this is
to
freaking
the next generation,
yeah, it is literally Wall-E.
Well, the
It's
next
the plot of
generation,
Wall-E.
social media is going to be like nothing. That's what I'm saying. Counting your point.
No, that's what I'm saying is that with people, there's going to be an obvious negative side effect of that, and the kids are going to see how that affected their parents.
But you're
or how that
banking on
affected that
them caring.
That is
because you have to reject society to care as it currently is.
Well, I'm just saying that my
social media,
my parents did not care anything. Like they thought at some point cigarettes weren't bad for you, but now all of this generation teaches everybody not to smoke cigarettes because cigarettes were obviously bad for you.
I mean, and look at cigarette sales.
Yeah, but they're so much smaller than they used to be, though.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of people my age that chain smoke.
Yeah, doesn't.
But they are less.
But the
popular.
majority, though.
Sure, but I'm just saying, social media and stuff like that.
But yeah,
it's not giving you lung cancer.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot tougher.
I understand.
It's not like basically. We'll use the cigarette example. It would be like if this generation now is whatever the next thing beyond cigarettes that's worse. Cigarettes are gonna seem like that's not that bad. But that never advanced to there. Whereas social media, now we're in the metaverse. And then the metaverse will be now we're in this. To where like social media is more so like TV.
Well, I'm also
TV's
thinking
not
about
going
something
anywhere.
think about something that was like somewhat invented during the times of our grandparents having our parents, really fast food became popular. And during that time, no one cared about the ingredients that was in the fast food. Yeah. They were just pumping out crap with so much processed crap because they only cared about price. And
but you're still talking physical.
They only cared about price.
Yeah.
But
like
social media is still physical.
No,
but
it doesn't affect your physical health.
It's a lot less obvious, though. You're not gaining weight.
You're not gaining weight.
You're committing suicide. Suicide rates are up because of social media.
Right, that's all drastically different than actual like diseases and
you're not seeing
physical
that in a mirror.
reproduction.
I actually disagree because right now our country is much more focused on mental harm than physical harm.
Yeah, but you can't look
like
in the mirror
because mental
and see
health
it,
is like huge right now.
Absolutely, but it's drastically different than physical.
So since like no one was seeing therapists and stuff back in whenever our parents were younger, but now everybody's seeing therapists and counselors because mental health is like a trend.
But they're probably still on Instagram.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Yes,
I don't think people are. I don't think people are willing to reject society.
I think that's because that hasn't fully fleshed out the negatives yet. I think that's going to take a little bit longer.
I don't think.
Think about how many jobs are tied to things.
All
like
I'm saying
too.
is I don't think it ever will. Social media is become the same as like TV and stuff. It's an integral part of society.
Yeah, I don't think social media.
Fast food and smoking were never the integral part of society. Like you could not eat fast food and you weren't going to risk losing your job or lose revenue for your business or lose anything.
Period. We didn't have nearly as many like rules and stuff whenever it came to like the
yeah, but changing. What I'm saying is changing
food.
what you eat, not using social media and rejecting social media. Like that's a whole change to the structure of life.
Yeah,
rejecting food is not. Rejecting cigarettes is not. It's a completely different thing.
I think rejecting food is pretty big. But
it
was big enough to force companies like
job.
McDonald's to start advertising that what kind of beef they're using and the calories in each of their food and stuff like that.
But
and
no one's
pretty big.
Like if social media went away, I would estimate 50% of the workforce would be gone.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that it's a huge part of it. I think that we're going to see it. I don't think
fast food going away.
I don't think we're going to get rid of it. I think we're going to change the structure of how it is because I mean, people are starting to see the negative effects of social media, and I think that as it grows, people are just going to see it more and more.
We'll see.
We'll see. It's just going to depend if the people are willing to reject it or get rid of it. I just don't see it. I can see it adapting. I could see it changing.
Yeah, that's what I more mean is the adaptation to it.
But like social media it will never go away.
Yeah,
Never.
I don't think it's going to go away.
It's too big of a giant. I mean, it's
well. Also, I think social media in its current form is the best it'll ever be.
Yeah, it's probably going to get worse.
It's going to get much worse.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
Because it's going to get more and more personal,
and also more and more fake.
Yeah,
we're just now getting into the AR filters and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You thought faking on Instagram was bad now. Give it 5 years.
Remember the old Instagram filters when you just had like 10 choices and it was just like every single one of them was going to be obvious there was a filter on it?
Yeah.
So like it didn't matter which one you chose, but nowadays you can like actually go in there and mess around with things. Photo editing, man, ruins society.
That's the banter. Be timeless,
that was a good banter, man. We started off getting tenacious about golf etiquette and we ended up on ethics. Good stuff.